Hey, everybody. I don't expect a large crowd at this time because Foodie Beauty is still going strong and there are a lot of people on a Saturday night. So, welcome. We're getting into part two of DLF. I wanted to do this earlier today, but it seems Foodie Beauty has been streaming and streaming and streaming and streaming constantly. So, I have to do it this way, which is Saturday night before I leave to Ottawa because I still got to go to Ottawa. I booked my hotel. I'm going to show up because I have stuff to do in Montreal. So I'll leave Ottawa in the morning and do my activities, my business in Montreal on the Monday. Smash that like button for me. Is DLF already in bed? Yeah, DLF usually goes to bed early, like 8, 9, 10, but sometimes he's on 11. I've seen him on. And he's an older riser as well, so he won't be joining me, but I'm sure he's going to have comments. Let me share my screen. Let's get started with this. Sharing audio, sharing everything. Let's go with more DLF can run June 23rd, which was 2 days ago. He also has a farmer's market run that I will be reviewing tomorrow once I'm in Ottawa. Hopefully, my connection is strong enough. It would be the first time I'm at this hotel, so I don't know the connection. I know that Ruby Foo's connection is really strong. That's why I stay there. But I don't know about this, so surprise me. Also, I have scheduled in the contest for July 1st and July 4th to win yourself a wristlet, either a red one for Canada Day or a blue one. Well, it's white with red and blue stars for Independence Day. So look out for those. They're scheduled already because I like to plan, you could say. It is Pride weekend
So
in
they had
Toronto
Cool Runnings
as well.
on the tablet. That's
Oh.
what I was trying to say.
Echo connections. So Cool
And it was like I
Runnings.
laughed my ass off when I saw it.
But that was a good movie, though. It's called a classic. Yeah, the fight is off.
I don't have anything.
Right, Kemby? So if you're just joining us, he's talking about the tablet. They have tablets in Niagara County Jail where you pay to get the songs, the movies, and everything else. But you are kind of limited with certain things you can get based on the titles of the songs or the lyrics, as well as you're very restricted in terms of internet use. Hey, Colleen with a K, Sunny Bizzle, Jules, how are you doing? Don't forget the GoFundMe for our Ray Ray. Thank you once again to whoever donated a substantial amount. Appreciate you.
I laughed my ass off because remember I have this idea that Cool Runnings, the movie Cool Runnings, that's like the official.
Don't say it.
That's the official movie of
for what?
Jail
Jamaica? No? Okay.
And psych wards.
Really? How is Cool Runnings the official movie of jail and psych wards? But I guess what he means by that is that every place practically has cool run-ins. I guess so, right? Because it's a well-rounded movie. It's not violent. It makes you feel good. And it has overall sentiment of working together, teamwork.
Jail and psych wards.
Hey, celebrity juicer, Halen Smith.
I'm convinced of it. Because remember one time.
That makes a lot of sense. Kenny J says Cool Runnings has 0 trigger. That's why. That's very true.
I went to the psych ward, and they had to take that movie away because whenever we'd watch it,
Helen Miss Nat.
Whenever we'd watch Cool Runnings in the psych ward, one of the other patients in the psych ward,
what would they do?
Would start speaking with a Jamaican accent. So they had to take that movie away from us. Remember how my mom said I absorbed the personality of people around me or whatever the hell?
Uh-huh.
That guy absorbs the personality of TVs and shows.
Here go Hans girl. Hey, Kelly Wade, the apartment was kept for him, is kept for up to 6 months. Once it's past 6 months, then it's given up. He was only in jail for 6 weeks, specifically 42 days. So he's banking that time served when he does get sentenced, because it is highly probable and highly likely that he is going to go back to jail. So it's just a matter of how much time he gets, not if he'll get time.
What if this is back when Harry Potter wasn't even a thing?
It was back in the
And I'm just
90s.
thinking, I'm like, what if one of these guys at the
1993
psych
film.
ward, what if they started watching Harry Potter? And then they just start, and then after watching it, they just speak with a British accent. What if I went to Britain, and because I absorb the personality of people around me, I'm just gonna start speaking like natural ginger.
Okay.
I'll be like, hello, mate, and all that shit.
Natural Ginger,
And
you're
I'll be
famous.
like, oh, bloody hell. I don't know. Everything out of a British person's mouth is bloody this and cunt that.
Hey, Boba Headed, what's up? It is a really nice area.
The pedophiles. They call them nonces. I don't know. I think they also call them like goofs or something like that. Like, oh, you're a goof.
Right, Melanie? Yeah, the mural
So instead
is
of saying,
gorgeous.
you're a pedophile, I would say you're a bloody nonce. Why is everything bloody to the British people?
Right, let him miss that. All right, so we're still picking up cans.
I went to go see
Can Run.
a couple years ago. I went to go see Carcass, and Carcass was from England. They're from like Liverpool, England, right?
That is true. Carcass is an English extreme metal band from Liverpool that was formed in 1986. The genres are death metal, melodic death metal, grindcore, and gore grind.
And I met the guys from Carcass, and I had them sign my vinyl record. And I was like talking to one guy. He's like, I'm like, hey, can you sign my record? And he's like, oh, can you hold my bloody drink?
Right, mofo? Somebody's engine was running. Is he dumpster diving? Yeah, in a way where he's not necessarily getting food, he's getting cans this time. But I'm pretty sure if there's food, he'll get it. Oh, thank you, Sonny Bizzle. I appreciate that.
Very bloody with these people.
All right, so he's hitting his usual spots.
Okay.
And it seems most people don't bother him because he's regularly hitting up these spots. They know what he's about in his neighborhood, so they just leave him alone.
Yeah, so I'll go to England, and because I absorb the personality of people around me, I'll come back and I'll start talking like a British person. I'm gonna start talking like I'm from a Britcom.
All right. Is he probably gonna list British comedies now? We leave our resident DLF alone, right? Yeah, typical neighborhood has like one or two or three or multiple where you know who they are. You just leave them alone. Let them do their thing. right, thank you, Camby. I
Maybe one
appreciate
day
you.
I'll go to Japan and I'll just start saying konnichiwa every 2 seconds.
That's as silly as Fudi going mucho mucho in Cuba in April. Okay, cool, Sunny Bizzle. I appreciate this. I'm always trying to impart knowledge as best as I can.
Maybe one of these days I'll go to Germany and I'll start speaking like they do. Maybe one of these days I'll go to England or Germany and I'll start speaking. I'll start speaking like a dirty Nazi.
Oh, he went there. Why did he have to go there? This place seems pretty renovated. You can tell. Like, you can tell when the cement is new versus old. Or should I rather say concrete? Because there is a difference. But yeah, you could tell, like, the windows really new, freshly painted, freshly put in.
And I call like the fucking president of Germany like the Führer or something.
Or you could just call them the chancellor, because that's what they are.
I'll be like, yeah, mein Führer. I just keep saying that all day.
And you would get arrested because they don't like people doing that in Germany. It's actually against the law.
And then I'm gonna just say Oma all day, and you know it'll be great.
Raw dog alerts for DLF content. Trigger warning.
Oh yeah, remember when my Oma was at Thanksgiving and my drunk uncle had a stripper girlfriend over for Thanksgiving, and my Oma says, "Hey, so what? Pass the rolls. Pass the rolls, Bhutan."
Oma means grandmother or just grandma, if you don't know. Is he on his bicycle or tricycle? Neither. He's actually having or pulling his radio flyer cart in red. The old school kind, you know, the one with the metal frame. Not like the ones we have these days, the typical ones with the plastic. His is old school metal.
Right.
Hey, Passionate Libra. Is he Muslim?
No, I got another question.
Only if it benefits him in any particular circumstance. He changes religions like the weather because when he wants vegetarian meals in jail, he'll be a Jainist. When he doesn't want the judge to force therapy on him, he'll be a Scientologist. And he'll be a Buddhist. He'll be Muslim whenever the circumstances favors that. Hey, Passionate Libra.
For Monty.
What for me?
And his ilk.
Oh, okay.
So when you were doing that interview with Mama Scrunch.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay, I couldn't help but notice a couple times Mama Scrunch used the word broads. Okay? and nobody corrected her on it. Nobody corrected her on it. I was just like, well,
What does that always sounds like he's peeing? All right, yeah. So Mama Scrunch did use broads. She did. Oh, that is a nice mural.
nobody corrected Mama Scrunch on.
Hey, Hankster. What's up? Welcome. Yeah, that is true as well. We do speak a language where, depending on the particular circumstance, certain words can be considered demeaning. Even the inflection of certain words, like your cadence, can change how a sentence or even a particular word can be interpreted. So yeah, you're very right on that. Can be that based on her presence, her demeanor, she wasn't trying to be demeaning. But when you say DLF, you are particularly trying to be demeaning. Kind of like how when Roman says it as well. When he tries to belittle people, he'll say certain words like dear and darling, not in an affectionate kind of way, but in a way to belittle somebody and put them down. Hey, sweet Daddy Sarah.
More food? What's in here? Oh, look, it's
Exactly,
sealed.
Kinney J.
Look at me, I'm fulfilling the Prater. What the fuck is this? Oh, fish
What?
fry?
Oh.
It's literally fish and chips.
I love fish and
No,
chips.
thanks.
What? What? I love me fish and chips. Right? Past
Nobody
the arts. Look at
corrected
that art.
Mama Scrunch when she said the word broad
Welcome to the iconic.
on Monty's.
That says welcome to the iconic Salvation Army, doesn't it? Let's see that again. Let's back this up. Yeah. No, welcome to the iconic something something village. I think it says village. Okay.
Mama Scrunch when she said the word broad.
Would I have eaten that?
On Monty's AMA. And you hear? Did you hear the low key racism?
What?
It wasn't very.
There
low
wasn't.
Key, but you hear the low key. You hear the microaggression.
Okay, first of all, Mama Scrunch is currently at Pride right now because if you're not aware, this is Pride weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it kind of speaks volumes that she has taken the time to go to literally another country to celebrate not only equality but equity of everybody that is living on the entire planet. Okay, so don't even come with the microaggression talk.
Mama Scrunch did the natural ginger. She started, and Mama Scrunch was like, "Oh, I love your voice." Oh, really? I hope that pizza's warm. Yeah. She's like, "I love your voice, natural ginger," and I'm just like, "What's next? You're gonna ask her to feel her hair?"
Right, Sonny, he is after me.
Then she's saying I got the dick of an Irish man. Yeah, that's racist, and nobody called her out on it. So she says broad, nobody calls her out on it. She says the dick of an Irish man, nobody calls her out on it. She says I don't know how many times she says retard on that interview. Nobody calls her out on it.
Right, can be. How about we call him out on having his mom that he's now trying to drag, bail him out, and pick him up from jail? Or should we call him out on that?
And yeah, she was literally saying broad in the derogatory way.
No, she was
literally
not.
said something about, I don't know, some broad had him arrested. But it's okay
Stop,
to
pause,
talk
and
about
pose.
that broad because this was years ago. You know? That's what you would do in jail. She'd be like I'd say something and I'd say like, oh, I'm done with broads. I think I'm done with dating in general. And she's like, what did I tell you about calling women broads?
Right, Andre, exactly.
And I'm like, what about it? And she's like, don't say broads. It's trashy. And then she goes on, so anyway, you know that Kidney J broad that's on Monty's chat? I found out why she's called Kidney J.
Why?
Because her kidneys are shot. Oh, that's nice.
Mama Scrunch knows best. Right?
That's
He's name
nice.
dropping.
Oh, and what's his crap about? What's his crap about Monty being a scientist?
It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
What kind of scientist are you, Monty?
A good one.
And why aren't you doing science experiments on YouTube?
Maybe I am. Right? No one is safe.
You can be like the Black Mr. Wizard. Remember that show, Mr. Wizard? I think it was on Nickelodeon. And it would always come on like super early in the morning. It would come on at like fucking 4 in the morning. It was called Mr. Wizard, and it was this guy. It was this guy that had a show, and he would do like different science shit.
Okay.
He was almost like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh yeah. Well,
but this guy like actually did like experiments and shit, and showed you how to do them. Why isn't Monty doing that? He could be like the Black Mr. Wizard. In fact, we could dress it up a bit.
and say
And
what?
he should change his fucking YouTube to just Mr. Wiz. Because remember when they made the black version of Wizard of Oz, and it had like Michael Jackson in it and shit.
Was he in it?
They called it the Wiz.
Let me check. Michael Jackson, Wizard of... Oh, it was called The Wiz in 1978. And it had Michael Jackson as Scarecrow. And it was a musical / family film. Okay, cool. It also had Richard Pryor as the what did Richard Pryor play?
Yeah, they called this movie The Wiz.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Or I think I did, but I forgot.
So I'm just thinking, if Monty wants to do a science channel, he could call himself Mr. Whiz. You see where I'm going here?
Yeah, I get it.
Because when it's black people, okay?
You see what you see how he said it there? That's how you know he's going on with someone when he says it like that. Because you could say black people, but when you say black people, you see how what the difference is? Black people, there is a difference.
Because when it's black people,
see,
okay?
Yeah, it's the tone exactly.
You could change the word around to make it more slang.
Exactly,
so
Kenny J.
Mr. Wizard, he could just be Mr. Whiz.
They even had Nipsey Russell in it. Is that why Nipsey Hussle was called Nipsey Hussle? Because of Nipsey Russell? Or am I reaching?
All right, what I can't even read these bands.
What does it say?
Man, they need.
Oh. Sup, MCM? How are you doing?
So we got a band called Dishonored.
I think so, Kenny J, because maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. I think Nipsey Hussle got his name from Nipsey Russell.
And we got. Oh, this is old. This is from May 6th. So I think we should start. I think Monty should start a science YouTube channel, and he could call it Mr. Whiz.
Or maybe I already have a science YouTube channel and I'm dry labbing. In contrast to wet labbing, because there is a difference. I can dry lab.
Mr. Wizard.
He still has a really nice neighborhood that he lives in. This is DLF's neighborhood, by the way. He might trash talk it, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, because when it's black people, that's empowering.
Thank you. You didn't ask, but I will tell you.
Somebody.
It is what?
Listen, I was in jail.
Oh yeah, you told us. You told us that, DLF. So what did he say?
Yeah, because when it's black people, that's empowering to rip off somebody like that. Listen, I was in jail.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we had
okay, what's with the pause? This church is always nice.
No, I don't.
I see Santiago.
We had the last year we didn't have TVs in J Block. This year we do. So
Right?
I don't know.
Right, Chow Mein? He's been in jail. He can go hang out with Martha Stewart.
We watch a lot of movies.
Listen, Martha Stewart has street cred, okay?
And there was this TV station. It was called Freeform. And I'm pretty sure that Freeform is like a Disney Channel. Because they were playing a lot of like The Lion King, like the old one. And a lot of
That's very intuitive. Freeform is an American multinational basic cable channel owned by the ABC Family worldwide subsidiary of Walt Disney Television, which is in itself a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company. So yes, it's owned by Disney.
like a lot of Disney shows. Not shows, but like movies, like old cartoons. And I shit you not, we had a black guy in jail. Okay? And this black guy, he looks just like Monty.
Me? Yeah.
Okay? The fucking glasses. It's the same glasses. Okay?
We've heard this before. Now is where he'll try and sully my name and compare me to a chomo.
And it turns out he's autistic as well. But he's like me.
Oh, really?
He was like me. He was like,
right?
He was high function. I hate when people say that term, high functioning. But this guy, you could actually have a conversation with.
I wondered that as well. A fish pie, any other name?
He was in.
Wow, that neighborhood is really good. Look at this. He passed by this store.
You could actually have a conversation with.
Is it just me, or when you pass by buy and sell trade places, do you always check for like for any bars? You know the bars or the grayling by the window. I always check for those because if I see that on a lot of buildings, I know what kind of neighborhood it's at. Or if I see a lot of pawn stores or like convenience, hot food, liquor places, it kind of gives you they're good descriptors of what kind of neighborhood you're in. So when I pass by a place like this and I see these wide open windows without anything to deter people from just smashing the window and doing smash and grabs, it kind of gives me an idea that this is a pretty good neighborhood.
And he was in because allegedly conspiracy whatever.
Right, Paul?
This is what he said, he was accused by some guy of touching his 5-year-old son. And he also had cheese pizza on his phone, so there you go with that. But this guy was like, he looked just like Monty.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
We heard this before.
And we were watching like this Freeform channel on the TV in jail. And we saw a commercial.
Is he going to talk about the diapers again?
We saw a commercial for this movie.
He is obsessed with me, Sonny Bizzle. It's like we're
and
talking
the movie
to each other.
was called Sneakerella. I'm like, what is this shit?
It's a 2022 film.
Sneakerella? What the hell is that?
Okay, so Sneakerella is... Al is an aspiring sneaker designer from Queens who works in a shoe store that once belonged to his late mother. He hides his artistic talent from his stepfather and two mean stepbrothers who constantly thwart any opportunity that comes his way. Initial release May 13th, 2022.
So, we didn't actually watch the movie. It was like a commercial for this movie. It was called Sneakerella. And this black guy that looks just like Monty says, dude, that's fucking racist as hell. And he's like, it's a black male version of Cinderella.
Right, let him miss that.
But they call him Sneakerella.
We get it, DLF. I got it the first time.
People like sneakers, I guess. And I'm like, that's racist.
Hey, Nesquik milk.
And this is what, Disney? I thought Disney was the wokest company out there.
Wait a second.
You know?
Wasn't Pete saying that Disney wasn't woke? Or am I getting that wrong?
Sneakerella? That's racist and a half. And I'm like, you know, we gotta figure out when this fucking movie comes out. This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, we gotta figure out when this fucking movie
it's already
comes
out.
Because we gotta watch this. I want to watch this movie and pick it apart.
Oh, okay, DLF.
I'm like, I can't wait.
Didn't we just have like totally I don't know. He's really flip-flopping, isn't he? Now he's woke, DLF. Wasn't 5 minutes ago he was bashing me?
I was like, I can't wait to see all the dumb shit that's gonna go on in this.
True, a fish by any other name. And Disney has been taking over, if you have noticed. Like, they are a major players in a lot of things. Like, Walt Disney's company has come a long way in a very short amount of time, to be honest. Not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying reality is like they've really taken over in terms of like movies.
How else could they make
media,
this more offensive?
Entertainment
We're gonna
as
give
a
the
whole.
Well, what are they gonna give? What are they gonna give the? Was the black kid gonna start smoking blunts throughout the whole movie?
Yeah, right, mofo.
Is that how it's gonna work? Is this black kid gonna start smoking blunts in the movie?
No, that's a racist statement. He doesn't gotta smoke no blunt.
What is he gonna do? It's turning up. Instead of a pumpkin, it's gonna be like. It's gonna just turn into like they have to change a watermelon a giant watermelon
Oh hell no,
into
he didn't.
a into a Dodge Charger for him.
Oh hell no, he didn't with a watermelon and Dodge
So then he
Charger.
goes to the ball. Maybe he goes to maybe he goes to like a black club or something, you know. Yeah. And he loses his sneaker. He loses his Nike Air Jordans. That's how the Cinderella thing comes in. And is it gonna be, because it says it was
out of
a
line.
black male version of Cinderella, and I'm just like, that is so stupid. The black kid was like,
Right,
I'm
Amy?
offended. And I'm like, I don't blame you. He's like, why couldn't they just, he's like, why couldn't they just make regular ass Cinderella? You could have got like a black girl to play it, but they still call them Sneakerella.
Right, Santiago?
Like it's like a female. And I'm just like, what would it make you feel a little bit better if they just called them Sneakerello?
Oh, like cigarillos? The Roach says, let's not forget, this is who Foodie associates with exactly.
And he's like, a little bit.
If you don't know, the fight with Roman is canceled, but all of these guys that Foodie has or still is associating with, no bueno.
It doesn't. Oh, check this out. Okay, how much time do I got on this? I got a couple minutes. Check this thing out. It says, this church is a nuclear weapons free zone. And I'm taking a picture of it with my phone. There we go. I saw that the one day. I saw that before I went to jail. And I'm like, it was like the day before I went to jail, I noticed that.
Okay. And you didn't do your research?
And I'm just thinking, I'm like, I want to know what happened that would warrant that sign to be placed on the church like that. What was it like two fucking guys in church getting into an argument, and then they just both whip out like sour bombas and shit, and like some guy had to like disarm them or something?
What? Okay, so Kenny, I think you're right. It was a Cinderella movie back in 1997 where Brandy played Cinderella. Fairy Godmother was actually played by Whitney Houston, and Whoopi Goldberg played the Queen. Wow, that is quite a list of characters there.
So it was like, all right, from now on, no more nuclear weapons in the church.
Oh, I love Moesha. Mo to the E to the
I want to know
Moesha.
who the fuck warranted that fucking sign.
Hey, YTR, what's up?
Like, is this a thing? Is this like really a thing? Is there some churches out there that allow nuclear weapons to be in the church?
Desi says you can totally see right through Chantel's allyship or anti-racist beliefs due to the people she associates with. Exactly.
Because I never heard of this. I want to know what happened. I want to know I want to know who's the asshole that warranted. That's like going up to a 7-Eleven and seeing on their wall it says, please don't hump animals in our store. And I'm like, I want to know. I want to know the backstory behind that. I really do. I want to hear the backstory on that one. I want to know what was the driving point that would warrant such a sign.
If you've noticed, these walk-alongs, can runs, has been a platform for him to get his thoughts out to as much people as possible. Because before, when he was doing this, he wasn't necessarily catering to me, but now he is. But it's not really catering to me. He's using me reviewing his content as a type of springboard to have his thoughts out there, if you've noticed. Because now he had he has this, but he also has another one that he did today. For some of us, it's after 12 for me, so it's no longer Saturday. But he has another one on, what is it called, like Farmers Market Run. I'm sure he has lots of stuff to say in that one. Yes, Farmers Market Bees, June 25th. So we're going to be reviewing that when I get back from Ottawa/Montreal. But just keep in mind that he's using this entire thing as a way to get people to listen to what he has to say.
Did somebody actually go in there and hump an animal once in 7-Eleven? I don't know. And I want to get to the bottom of that church that doesn't allow nuclear weapons.
Yeah, happy Pride Month, everyone.
Church. How dare you not allow us to have a Tsar Bomba in church? Didn't you know? Didn't you know nuclear weapons were a gift from Jesus?
What? The way he even says that, it's like he's questioning reality. I'm like, what are you talking about? Let's hear this again. Just listen to how he always never kind of airs his thoughts when people start coming closer to him. If you didn't notice that as well. Right? Okay, you know what? Let me back up to here.
Didn't you know nuclear weapons were a gift from Jesus? No, you didn't know that.
Are you going to explain?
I want to know why.
Oh, it's already in Disney Sneakerella. That's cool. So about the fight, yeah, the fight is no longer on for tomorrow.
I want to know why.
But I'm still having to go to Ottawa. Exactly. There is always a big pause, and he won't say the things he wants to say when people are around, because then somebody can have the guts to say something to him, right?
I want to know why I want to know what warranted that sign to be put up.
Yeah, it's the little Red King Kids wagon, aka the radio flyer wagon. He's pulling along. He doesn't have his tricycle. One of the tires is low. Seems there's a leak. He needs to get it repaired at the local
Are
bike
they
shop.
taking that Bible verse seriously? So the one where Jesus says, "I have not come to bring peace but a sword, and I shall bring you war." Is that they're taking that seriously? Somebody take that seriously? Be like, well, Jesus would have approved of this.
He got those Velcro shoes out of commissary, can be. The last time he was in the bin. Right, YTR. You can either laugh or you can cry, but the absurdity is very strong. All right, emptying out the bottles as we go. Is he getting gas? No. Yeah, Sonny Bizzle. It's surprising. He has a radio flyer. He has a tricycle, like a more of an adult tricycle. And he has the little bell, the bring bring, that bell. You know what? We should request another bicycle ride-in video. If only he could keep his camera straight, because he keeps swaying it. Can give people some seasickness, motion sickness going on. Is he wearing gloves? He did before when I said he should wear gloves, because you never know what people put in those bins. They could put needles in there. You don't wanna take that chance. Snow Globe Brain, indeed. Mama Scrunch is enjoying herself. She's downtown at this moment in downtown Toronto. Then she's gonna go to Florida. No fight tomorrow. Nope. It's off, Dax. The adult trike reminds me of the no-tell sex chair, but with wheels. Now that I think about it, you mean the fox stall?
Let's head home.
You keep
Yeah,
him
then
up.
we're in jail. We're watching Jeopardy in jail.
Of course, I'm gonna keep it Camby. I'm sure he's gonna come up with some angle that the fight is gonna be back on again somehow, somewhere.
and I'm like kicking ass in Jeopardy.
Subgenity.
And I didn't notice because I haven't really followed Jeopardy in a while. Because I don't have cable. I don't have cable at home. I don't like cable TV. It's 60 fucking channels of nothing. So I do enjoy me some Jeopardy once in a while, I like game shows. I like game shows that because people think I'm dumb until I get on a quiz show, and then I just annihilate everybody.
All right, Santiago.
So I didn't notice, but I know Alex Trebek died.
Network channel. Okay. You should go on Jeopardy. I don't know about that. Right, Kidney J? It should be a 2 strikes he's out. But I'm sure he's going to make something up, Kidney J. He's going to say something.
I know Alex Trebek died. But I didn't know Jeopardy was still going. Now they have that one broad. Now they have that one bitch from the Big Bang Theory on there.
Why does he have to say like that? That is offensive.
Now she's the host of Jeopardy. What's her name? Like Mayhem Buttlick or something like that.
There are actually articles that just came out within the past 2 days, 1 day, and 8 hours about the hosting announcement. It seems they haven't actually found a permanent host for Jeopardy. So whoever is hosting right now, Mayim Bialik, is not permanent but temporary. Just an FYI.
I don't know. Mayhem Buttlick.
Mayim Bialik. Exactly, Dax.
Bitch from the Big Bang Theory. She's the host of Jeopardy now, and I'm like, I'm looking at this broad, and I'm like, is that the bitch from the Big Bang Theory? And one of the inmates said, yeah, it is. He's like, she's a real life physicist in real life, right?
Exactly, a fish by any other
really?
name.
Good for her. Now she's a game show host. Okay.
Exactly, Dax.
And when people get the questions wrong,
he's almost home, by the way.
She likes to she says no in a weird way. She's like, no, like all nasty.
Okay, Santiago.
I'm kicking ass in Jeopardy. I should go on Jeopardy one day.
Sure.
I should go on Jeopardy one day.
Hey, Azak, how you doing? A long time. Haven't seen you around in a while.
Like, the only thing you could actually the only thing you could really stump me on are like sports questions. I'm like, all right, you could have the fucking sports questions.
Really?
Fuck your sports questions.
I've been good, Azza. That's another thing they're gonna stump him on. Anything that has to do with the law. That's funny. What was the reason for canceling the flight? Well, I do have like a 3-minute and 28-second video about it. He seems he wants me to get a gym tomorrow for the fight. 1, I'm in Toronto. 2, it's Gatineau. I've been to Gatineau many times, but not frequently. I'm not from Gatineau. I'm in Toronto. I'm traveling. It's like 12-hour notice, if that, to get a gym. And how the hell am I gonna get a gym when I don't have a gym membership to any of these gyms? Like, it's absurd that Roman even messaged me that. But check out my video. It's only 3 minutes 28 seconds telling me to get a gym for tomorrow, after he said 24 hours ago he has a gym and it's ready for the fight. Exactly, Andrea. I think this is anger because he probably thinks she's attractive. He's misplacing his anger, is what's happening. And that is it. His camera just cut out right at that moment. And you know what? I better head to bed myself. So smash that like button for me. Don't forget Ray Ray's GoFundMe. Don't forget we have two contests. One for Canada Day, win yourself a red wristlet. The other one is for Independence Day, July the 4th. Win yourself a white wristlet with red and blue stars. And I will see everybody tomorrow. I'll try and maybe do something, a video, most likely in the morning. If I cannot, then I will see everybody around like 5, 6 p.m. on a Sunday when I'm in Ottawa. And we'll see, we'll go from there. Other than that, thank you so much, everybody. And I'll see everybody around. Take care. Have a good one. And good night, sweet dreams if you're going to bed. If you're just waking up, well, good morning. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. See you later.